guys, what's up? I hope you guys are doing really good. I wanted to give you guys your verse of the day because we need the word. We need to feed ourselves with the word. But we're going to read Ephesians chapter 5, starting at verse 1. It says, "Therefore, be imitators of God as dearly loved children and walk in love, just as Messiah," which means Christ, "just as Christ also loved us and gave himself, I can't talk today, guys, gave himself up for us as an offering and sacrifice to God for a fragrant aroma." We're going to stop there. Verse 1, "Therefore be imitators of God." Being an imitator of God does not mean becoming God, literally, not thinking that we have all the power and authority. We don't have the same power as Jesus does, but we become imitators of him. There's something that I saw on, I don't know if it was Instagram or YouTube, I can't remember, but it was also something one of my leaders in my life had told me, and a lot of people, like, I'm sure you have heard this before, but you are who you hang around, and naturally it's like a proven thing that whenever you truly are with somebody and love somebody and care about somebody, or just like enjoy their presence, you start to become like them more and you imitate them, whether it's like how they talk or what they like to do, like slang that they use, different things. But I've seen the same happen with Jesus. Like, whenever you fall so in love and deeply, like, just truly care about Jesus and are following him, the closer you get to Jesus, the more you are going to become like him and become an imitator of him. So it says, "Be imitators of God as dearly loved children and walk in love, just as Christ also loved us and gave himself up for us." Whenever we're becoming more like Jesus and we gain that like closeness to him and familiarity with him, we start to love people more. We walk in love because Jesus is love. He is the perfect representation of love. And whenever we're imitating somebody who is love, we're going to love, just naturally. And whenever we are getting closer to Jesus, the imitation, being like him, isn't like something that's forced or that we're necessarily trying to do. It's just a natural thing that whenever like we're naturally with somebody, we become like them. And it's the same with Jesus, even though he's not necessarily in the flesh anymore on earth. It's the same thing, just as like a personable relationship with somebody that we have, walking around like our friends or our parents or something like that. It's the same thing. So that what I got from this is just the closer you get to Jesus, the more like him you become, and you don't have to focus on becoming like Jesus, because when you're following him, you're naturally going to become like him. So just know who Jesus is, because you can't become like Jesus if you don't know who he is. So my main thing, know Jesus, get to know him on a personable level, and you'll start becoming like him. Your attitude's going to change, how you talk's going to change, how you walk's going to change, all these things, and you're going to become more like Jesus. But yeah, Jesus loves you guys.